Which makes sense. And what do you have now? 90 million subscribers?
Well, we across everything, we're closing in on 200 million subscribers.
Jesus!
Yeah, because have you seen our dub channels?
No.
Can you pull that up? Just search MrBeast in Espanol. So we actually, which I'm kind of curious why you don't do this. We do our videos in other languages as well.
Really?
Yeah. And
wow.
So I can't wait to show you this because I actually have a really cool story. Here, just go to the channel so you can translate.
Who does this?
We do.
So you hire someone?
Hit videos, yeah, we have voice actors and everything.
Wow.
So these are the exact same videos on my main channel, but we pay voice actors to dub over them. We translate the text in the video, everything.
MrBeast in Espanol.
Yeah, that was actually one of the fastest growing channels last year. And it's just our videos
so
dubbed.
Smart.
Okay, now click on a video so we can kind of hear it.
Hoy, mis amigos y yo volveremos a la primaria. Al final de la clase haremos un examen de 10 preguntas y si te equivocas en más de dos,
so we can see the comments. It's all in Spanish, like.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that's now just I won't pull them all up, but now
in
just
the other countries.
Yeah, search MrBeast Brazil. We do a bunch of languages.
So you got a Portuguese translator as well.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah, same thing
I love
here.
It. Oh man, what a great idea, man.
Yeah, and so. Because, you know, if you Google it, it's like only, whatever, less than 10% of the world speaks English. So 90% of the world can't even enjoy your content. And when I realized that, I was like, wait a minute. 90% of the world can't even watch this stuff.
In their own businesses. And many of them will be...
You're going to fail. You're going to fail a ton. I mean, when I first started chocolate, I mean, it was hilarious how bad I fucked up. Our original bars were like very thin. There's a reason why like chocolate bars have these like break points here where they like break easily. I didn't know that. And so mine was just one solid sheet of chocolate, but that's almost like a piece of glass. Whereas if you drop it, it just shatters into like a bunch of little pieces. And I also didn't know that there's a thing called a package engineer. And can you hand me a box of Feastables? My original chocolate box, when you pop these open and put it on a shelf, this obviously the problem's fixed. But if this was sitting on a shelf, when you grab this one, these would all slide forward and then they would fall out of the box. Or the box would fall off the shelf because of the weight, because there wasn't right balance at the bottom. And the lips here, this didn't used to be a thing. So these were open and there's just a bottom lip here.
Yeah.
And so they would fall out like that. And then the bars, because we didn't have the natural break points, would shatter like glass.
Who noticed that?
Well, me, I have extreme obsession to the point where like I just think about stuff the same. Like for me, it's much easier to think about something 16 hours a day for 7 days straight than it is like to like gear shift constantly. I'm like really good at just obsessing over one thing more than anyone else on the planet. If I were to say what's my superpower, it's that I can just obsess endlessly about something and I can just have the same thoughts over and over and over and over again. It's very weird. Like it wasn't like it was work for me grinding YouTube for those 10 years or whatever where no one was really watching it. It's just like kind of who I am.
It would have had to have been a deep obsession because you were doing it when no one was really watching or paying attention, or really when the platform was...
There was literally a day when I was 19 or 20 where I woke up, joined a Skype call with my friends, and where we like were reverse engineering, you know, why certain videos do well or whatever. And I remember that call being over 18 hours long. And then I hung up, went to bed, woke back up the next day and instantly got back on the call and picked back. Like that was the level of like hours we were putting in. I mean, I didn't know anything besides just trying to make it happen.
At least semi enjoy what you're doing, or you're gonna quit long before it gets to the point where it brings in money or whatever else could be driving you. So find what you love, and then I would just hyper obsess. Make sure no one doing what you're doing is doing it better. Make sure the videos are as good as possible. I mean, there's a million little tips I could give you.
Dude, you've got, you just got a motor that just doesn't stop,
well, like
man.
one thing is like, a lot of people though, they underestimate effort in videos. They think things are a lot more basic than they are, but like, even if it's like halfway in a video, if there's just a 10-second clip that took you like 20 hours to film, like people recognize that. And like, that is one thing that a lot of people undervalue is like, viewers aren't stupid. They can tell when you half ASS, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse, a video, or if you like
fuck
really,
shit, bitch.
all right,
shit,
there you go,
fuck.
half-assed a video, or if you like really put in effort. And like, if they can tell you're putting in a lot of effort, they're gonna be more likely to click on future videos. And that snowballs. And because once you build that trust, they get to a point where it doesn't matter what you upload. They just know it's high effort and they just know it's great. and they're just conditioned just to watch because you have a good track record.
God damn. Send me to school, man. Shit. Hold up. Hey, Jackson, you taking notes? Change.
I mean, if I was able to think about this a lot longer, I'd have a better answer. But I'd say the biggest thing is just education. A lot of YouTubers, like, there's so much misconception. They focus on so much like random stuff. You know what I mean? Like when actually, I mean, part of it is just YouTubers though. Like, no matter what you tell them, they just kind of like, nope, this is how it works. This is the algorithm. Like, I'll literally lay out how someone gets views. Someone who's pulling like 1 million views a month. You know, we have like multiple channels that are doing crazy views. Like, clearly we know what we're talking about. And they'll literally just tell me like, no, that's not how it works. Like, it's not as simple as just make good videos that people enjoy and click and watch. Like, you got to factor in comments. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, I could disable comments and still get a lot of views. But